Good afternoon and welcome to Edon, Ohio. We're at G. Ken Adams Field for this important early season matchup in the BBC. A couple of 1-0 teams in the conference and a couple of state-ranked teams, according to the State Baseball Coaches Association poll, the latest poll. It is 6-0 Montpelier against 3-2 Edon. This is supposed to be game 2 between these two this year. They had a non-conference game scheduled, but like so many other afternoons and evenings, weathered out earlier this month. But now the important game here between the defending champs in Montpelier and the regional team from a year ago, and Edon, who is looking to get back in and grab that BBC title, be back in that conversation, and of course a team that hopes to make a tournament. Both these teams hope to make tournament runs. So not only a big conference game, but also a big game in terms of seeding and voting for Division 7 district baseball as we get closer to that. This is the pregame show brought to you by Allied Molded Products. Think inside the box at Allied Molded Products. Montpelier, a baseball team that got things started this year. A little slow start offensively, but are starting to find their groove now as far as that game is concerned. The offensive side of things, Edon, a team that is still looking to find their groove and hoping to break out here today. It's a good pitchers matchup, a pair of right-handers who are off to sensational starts this season. Wesley Hartsock for Montpelier, Kyler Sapp will get the ball for Edon. We'll step out, take our first break of the Allied Molded Products pregame show. When we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups, the umpires, and, of course, the first pitch just a few moments away here on B-Rock Sports.
Hi, this is Mackenzie Now with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. Life is full of unexpected moments. At Andrews O'Neill & Lowe, we believe in protecting what matters most, your loved ones. With our life insurance solutions, you can ensure that your family is financially secure no matter what the future holds. Partnering with Auto Owners Insurance, we offer plans that provide peace of mind and protection your family deserves. With Auto Owners Insurance by your side, you can trust that your family is covered when hard times come. Visit AndrewsO'NeillAndLowe.com or call us today, because protecting your loved ones is our top priority.
Spring is in full bloom, and so is the real estate market here in Northwest Ohio. In fact, Misty King of Amerimaid Realty has a handful of new listings coming up that you won't want to miss, like the 3-bedroom, 2-bath home located at 125 Laurie Drive in Bryan. This modern home features vaulted ceilings, a spacious open floor plan, good-sized bedrooms, large garage, and a backyard with a patio and play set. Listed for only $2,099, this one is also a great deal. Call Misty today for more details. 419-633-4997. That's 419-633-4997. Or visit AmeramaidHomes.com.
Welcome to G. Ken Adams Field.
Welcome back to Edon. It's time to meet the starting lineups for today's game between Montpelier and Edon. Of course, Montpelier will be up first. They'll see Wesley Hartsock lead things off. He is the pitcher. Batting second, the first baseman, Hayden Sharps. Hitting third, the shortstop, Kenneth Smeltzer. Batting in the cleanup spot and catching is Griffin Cooley. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Jackson Staylor. Hitting sixth, the left fielder, Malachi Smeltzer. Hitting in the number 7 spot, the second baseman, Jacob Lyons. Batting eighth, the right fielder, C.J. Fiddler. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Tyler Plourde. Defensively for Edon, it'll be Corbin Olds in left, Max Radebaugh in center, Zane Oberlin in right. Lane Brantz at first, Carter Stanke at second, Corbin Chrisman at third, and Christian Owens is the shortstop. Caden Stantz starting behind the plate, and Kyler Sapp is on the mound today for Edon. Those are your starting lineups. The umpires working this afternoon's game. Zach Grosjean will be calling balls and strikes, and Mark Steckschulte is on the base paths. Happy to have you here with us here on this gray afternoon, and a little breezy, but boy, absolutely nothing like it was on Tuesday, where we had a game time temperature in the lower 40s with a feels like temperature in the low to mid 20s for a good chunk of that game Tuesday, a game that Edon won over Hilltop 4-3, a game we were here for. Today, you're in that low 60s range, 63 degrees game time temperature, and wind about 10 to 12 miles per hour today, and 62 on a feels like. So as we said, a completely different storyline. No sunshine sunshine right now. I don't know that we're going to get even any peaks today. We did on Tuesday, and I'm not sure today. This is cloudy and overcast, but a much better day for baseball. First pitch from G. Ken Adams Field in Edon, Montpelier and Edon when we come back.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local steel dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Not everyone can say that, but we can. Made in America. Real steel. Find yours.
See Black Swamp Equipment in Bryan, Archbold, and Defiance.
At Direct Link Appliance and Furniture in Bryan, we've got everything to make your house feel like home. We carry trusted brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Speed Queen, built to perform at unbeatable prices. Need new furniture? Shop Ashley Furniture, cozy up on a Jameson mattress, or experience Molecule, made right in Auburn, Indiana, or Puffy mattresses. It's like sleeping on a cloud. Plus, we service all appliances, makes, and models because we're here long after the sale. Direct Link in Bryan, local, trusted, and ready to help.
Ready to take your career to the next level? 2020 Custom Molded Plastics in Holiday City is hiring now. Located at 14620 Selwyn Drive, they're offering competitive pay and unbeatable benefits. Medical, dental, vision, 401k with a 50% match, paid holidays, paid vacation, and even monthly attendance bonuses. Don't wait. Join a team that values you. Send your resume to jobs at 2020cmp.com, apply online at 2020cmp.com, or stop by and fill out an application today. 2020 Custom Molded Plastics, shaping your future.
Always supporting student athletes and coaches in the Edon School District, the Edon Athletic Boosters. The Edon Athletic Boosters would like to take this opportunity to salute the student athletes and coaches in tonight's game. Hey, how would you like to be a part of the Edon Athletic Boosters? Come to a meeting and find out what they're all about. Maybe even volunteer at a concession stand. For more information, phone 419-272-3213. The Edon Athletic Boosters, supporting student athletes and coaches in Edon.
Welcome back to Edon as we get set for the first pitch here this afternoon between Edon and Montpelier. Tell you a little bit about Kyler Sapp's senior season. Very limited sample size. He is 0-1 on the year with an earned run average on the season of 2.63. He's gone 8 innings, appeared in 3 games. This will be his second start of the season. He has 1 save as well. Kyler's allowed 3 runs, all of them earned, 4 hits, struck out 10, walked 4, and has hit 5 batters on the season. He'll be facing a Montpelier lineup that is just starting to warm up just a bit here in recent games that we're going to detail as the afternoon goes on. They are 6-0 under the direction of Toby Hutchison in his second stint at Montpelier, season number 14, and last year became Montpelier's all-time winningest baseball coach with 141 wins, 141 and 115. Of course, Toby played for his Uncle Butch Stantz, the namesake of the Montpelier field, Butch Stantz Field, and of course was the head coach leading up to when Montpelier was about ready to head to state and stepped out. Jay Jerger came on board, and in Jay Jerger's first season, that's when Montpelier advanced to Columbus back in 2003. And Toby has come back now and has done a really good job on the heels of a regional appearance from last season. It'll be Wesley Hartsock, Hayden Sharps, and Kenneth Smeltzer to face Kyler Sapp here to start this game. Hartsock hitting .267 with an on-base of .435 and an OPS of .701. No homers, 6 runs batted in. Right-hander against right-hander as Sapp is about ready to climb on the rubber, first base side of the rubber. Again, game time temperature around 63 degrees. Sapp rocks and fires. The first offering is a fastball that catches the outside corner, and we're underway at Ken Adams Field. 0-1 on Hartsock. Outfield medium deep pretty much straight away. The 1-strike offering stays high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kyler Sapp has had a really good career all around, and here in baseball, pitching into his senior season. Fastball that's hammered to first. Nice play. Good glove down at first, picked up by Lane Brandt. He'll step on the bag and retire Wesley Hartsock unassisted for the first out. That'll bring Hayden Sharps to the plate. Sharps is batting .400 on the season with an on-base of .455, and his OPS is at .905. No homers, 4 runs batted in. One down, base is empty. Sapp with a breaking ball up and in for ball 1. Both these teams winning in very different fashions in the BBC on Tuesday. Edon a close win over Hilltop, 4-3. Sapp's 1-0 fastball down in the dirt, 2-0. While Montpelier put up 20 in their first at-bat and won 22-1 over Stryker. A ball and no strikes on the number 2 hitter, Hayden Sharps. The next offering is hit out of play by Sharps, and that'll even things at 1 ball, 1 strike. Olds, Radebaugh, and Oberlin around the outfield left to right. Brandt at first, Stanky at second, Chrisman at third, and Owens at short. Stance behind the plate. Sapp's 2-1. Slider down in the dirt that will skip up back to the screen, and it is 3-1 now on Hayden Sharps. Montpelier 13-11 a season ago, 7-0 BBC champs, advanced to the regionals for the 5th time in school history. The 3-1 from Sapp, a fastball, a little tardy on the swing, is Sharps, and that'll bring it to 3-2. It's the 5th, as we said, district championship. Lost only 2 players, important ones, in Landon Fackler and Jackson Richmond, but everybody else came back to this team. Here's the 3-2 from Sapp. Swung on, hammered up the middle. That'll slide into center field for the game's first hit. Hayden Sharps with a 1-out single. That'll bring up Kenneth Smeltzer to the plate. They're hoping to get his stick going here. It's got off to a slow start in his junior year. .235 average. Does have a homer and 5 runs batted in. His on base is .435 and an OPS of .905. Team leader in runs scored on the year with 10 for this Montpelier team that has scored 62 runs through their first 6 games. And they love to run. 44 stolen bases, looking for number 45, but Sharps is going to be gunned down by Stance for the 2nd out of the inning. Going on the first pitch, and Hayden Sharps is thrown out. This has always been an aggressive baseball team as far as trying to swipe bases, and this time Edon was ready and threw him out. 2 down, and the bases are empty for Smeltzer now. 1 ball, no strikes on him. Right-hander against right-hander. Sapp will continue to work from the stretch. Takes upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes on Kenneth Smeltzer. Deep in the box. Fastball, slider, curveball for Sapp. He comes set at the belt. Behind 2-0. The pitch. Smeltzer swings and fouls it back. It's 2-1. Montpelier losing in the regional semifinals a season ago. Deepest for them in the postseason since that state team of 2003. The 2-1 offering is cut on and fouled away by Smeltzer. That'll even it at 2-2. 2 down, bases empty, top of the first. No score on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Sapp stares in, has his sign from Stance. And the 2-2 pitch is an off-speed pitch that missed inside, and that just missed. It's 3-2. Montpelier collecting wins over Pettisville, Hilltop, North Central, all non-conference, along with Evergreen, Paulding, and then Stryker in conference. The payoff pitch, fastball low, and it's a 2-out walk issued to Kenneth Smeltzer. And here comes Griffin Cooley to the plate. Cooley hitting .312 on the season with 6 RBIs. 2nd on the team in runs scored with 9. Has an on-base of .522 and an OPS of .897. It's a Montpelier team that has a team average of .353. As we said, really has picked up here of late. The pitch, low and away, 1-0 to Griffin Cooley. Smeltzer will run. Top 3 on the team in stolen bases. Cooley leads the team in that category. Saps 1-0, swung on, club foul and out of play. That'll even things at a ball and a strike. Righty-righty matchup against Zach Grosjean behind the plate. Mark Steckschulte on the base paths working this game. 1 ball and a strike on the cleanup man, Griffin Cooley. Smeltzer the lead at first. Swung on, popped up, and hit out of play. And now a ball and 2 strikes here on Griffin Cooley. Also in the BBC happening today, Fayette's at Hilltop, Strikers at North Central, and Pettisville is playing at Holgate. Here's the 1-2 from Sapp. He deals down and away, and it goes under the glove of Stance. It will be a wild pitch, however, that will advance Smeltzer into scoring position. 2-2 now on number 2, Griffin Cooley. So a big RBI chance here in the top of the first inning for Montpelier. 6-0, 1-0 in the BBC. Edon just climbed above 500 overall with the win over Hilltop, 3-2. They also are 1-0 in the BBC. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner on second. Sapp checks him. The 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and Cooley is caught looking to end the first. Montpelier gets a runner into scoring position, but he'll strand there. Montpelier nothing, Edon coming up.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
Be part of the Montpelier Athletic Boosters and help support all the athletes at the Montpelier schools by calling 419-485-6785. The Montpelier Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the Montpelier athletes good luck in today's game. Strive to be the best, and you will succeed at everything you do. The Montpelier Boosters are proud of all your achievements. Good luck and do your best. That's all anyone can ask. And go Locos!
Welcome back to Edon. Let's take a look at the Bombers lineup. Leading off, the center fielder, Max Radebaugh. Hitting second, the third baseman, Corbin Chrisman. In the number 3 spot, the pitcher, Kyler Sapp. Batting cleanup, the shortstop, Christian Owens. Hitting fifth, the first baseman, Lane Brandt. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Corbin Olds. In the number 7 spot is the right fielder, Zane Oberlin. Batting 8th and catching is Caden Stance. And batting 9th, the second baseman, Carter Stanke. Defensively for Montpelier, Malachi Smeltzer's in left, Tyler Plord in center, C.J. Fiddler in right. Hayden Sharps is at first, Jacob Lyons at second, Jackson Staler at third, Kenneth Smeltzer the shortstop. Griffin Cooley is the catcher, and he is handling Wesley Hartsock here this afternoon. Hartsock has gone 16 2/3 innings. I mean, by far and away the most innings thrown for Montpelier this season. He is 3-0 on the season, has allowed just 1 run, and that was an earned run. 5 hits total, has struck out 27, walked 4, and has hit 3 batters on the season. He has a minuscule .42 earned run average on the season. His stuff and his upside is really, really good for this Montpelier team. Kenneth Smeltzer had been the number 1 guy all of last year, especially with the injury to Hayden Sharp, so it became Smeltzer and did a good job in helping them get to the regionals. So now we'll see if it's Hartsock's turn to ascend to that number 1 spot. He is certainly there right now. He will go with a high leg kick, fire, and hit. First ball swinging is Radebaugh to left field, but moving over and making the grab is Malachi Smeltzer. Had it played really well. So 1 pitch, 1 out, and Radebaugh, who came in hitting .333, is retired. Corbin Chrisman will dig in, .471 average. That is good for second best on the team. No homers, 2 runs batted in. He has scored 5 of the 17 Edon runs on the season. The righty-righty matchup, he takes high for ball 1. He's the team leader in hits on the season, 8 of them for Corbin Chrisman. Hartsock working quickly, drills a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. It's an Edon team hitting .281. They're on base at .366 and still struggling to kind of string hits together and rallies together. 17 runs in 5 games. That fastball is missed a little bit high, 2-1 now. Edon won 7 last year, 7-15, 4-3 in the Buckeye Border Conference. The 2-1 from Hartsock swung on, fouled back by Chrisman. They have wins this year over Antwerp, Ottoville, and then Tuesday over Hilltop. Their 2 losses are to GMC teams. Ayersville close at 2-0, and Tenora tattooed Edon 14-2. 2-2 on Chrisman. Hartsock delivers. Swung on and missed. It's down in the dirt, going to require a throwdown, and Cooley snaps it off, and that will be the second out of the inning as Chrisman is down on strikes. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Kyler Sapp, team best 500 hitter on the season. No homers, 3 RBIs on the season. Has the team's 2 extra base hits, or 2 of their 4 extra base hits. They are both doubles. Fastball that's popped up, foul territory. Cooley comes back. Is he going to run out of room? He will. Strike 1. Sapp's .625 on base percentage is best on the team, and that OPS is number 1 at .1292. 0-1 on Sapp. Bases empty, 2 down. Home half of the first, no score. Montpelier and Edon on the Andres O'Neill and Low scoreboard. Hartsock rocks and fires. The 0-1 breaking ball is up high. It's a slider that didn't do much for him, and it's 1-1. I mentioned the upside for Hartsock is, I think, pretty tremendous for this team on the mound. The 1-1 and a little late on the swing is Sapp. He cuts and misses, and now it's a ball and 2 strikes on Kyler Sapp. Hartsock stares in, has his sign from Cooley, and is ready. 1-2, swung on, and again hit foul, and will drift out of play. So we'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. In the win on Tuesday, Christian Owens terrific on the mound. Scattered 3 runs, gave up just 5 hits, struck out 10, and walked 2 in that win on Tuesday. The 1-2 breaker up and in, 2-2. Sapp 2 for 3 with an RBI and a stolen base on Tuesday in that win over Hilltop. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bases empty. The delivery to Sapp, off speed, ripped down the line, foul. Kyler out in front of that breaker, so we'll tee it up again at 2-2. For those of you wanting Cleveland and Baltimore tonight, you'll get it, but probably a little after first pitch somewhere. 6:35 first pitch from Baltimore, the finale of that 3-game series. Hartsock's 2-2 delivery stays high, and it's 3-2. He's gone off speed more so to Kyler Sapp here. Does he stay off speed with a payoff? Let's see. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hartsock's delivery. Fastball that's hammered toward the hole for a base hit. It'll be Edon's first hit of the afternoon as Sapp has a really good at-bat that he finished off with a single to left. That'll bring the cleanup hitter to the plate, and that is Christian Owens. .385 average with with no homers and 1 RBI on the season. His on base is .467 with an OPS of .851. These 2 teams are drastically different in terms of trying to run and steal bases. Sapp with a lean, and the throwaway by Hartsock will bounce over the top of the glove of Sharps. Sapp will take a look and isn't going to go. He'll stay put there. That'll be a throwing error from Hartsock to get the runner into scoring position. Edon capitalizing the other night on 5 Hilltop errors. Now can they deliver here? Owens at the plate. The first pitch to him. Missing just a bit is Hartsock. It is 1-0. Montpelier got a runner to second in their at-bat, and now Edon has a runner there here in the bottom of the first inning. The 1-0 pitch taken for a strike, 1-1. Maybe fooled Christian just a bit. 1 ball, 1 strike on Owens. Sapp at second, 2 down in a scoreless first inning. Hartsock deals. Fastball that tailed just a bit outside. 2-1 the count. Two balls, 1 strike. Coming set at the belt is Hartsock. He delivers, swung on, and it's into center field for a base hit. Charging to get it is Plord. Sapp being waved around. It's not in time, and Edon is on the board. Since the throw came to the plate, Owens heads up base running to go to second. And he will collect his second RBI of the season. Good timely hitting for the Bombers. And they cash in on that throwing error on the pickoff play as well. 1-0 Edon here in the bottom of the first inning as the left-handed swinging Lane Brandt, number 5 hitter, comes to the plate, hitting 154 with a run batted in on the season. 267 on base and 421 OPS. Fouls and dribbles one back to the backstop. It's 0-1. So Christian Owens coming through here with runners in scoring position. Always one of those big stats. How do you deliver in crunch time? 0-1 delivery. Swung on and way out in front of that one as he hit that one over near the Edon dugout. 0-2 now on Lane Brandt. Brian Moore in his 11th year leading the Edon program. Just like the other night, these two coaches are graduates of their respective schools. Here's the 0-2. A swing and a miss, strike 3. And Lane Brandt is retired. Second strikeout of the inning, but a Christian Owens single gets Edon on the board first. They lead it 1-0.
Looking for everything you need for your home, farm, and furry friends? Stop by Edon Farmers Co-op, your neighborhood country store with locations in Edon, Edgerton, and Montpelier. They've got it all. Pet supplies, animal food, bird food, outdoor products, and a full line of Land O'Lakes feed and seed treatments. Need grain storage, fertilizer, or soil sampling? They've got you covered. Plus, don't forget their top-notch feed mill services. Edon Farmers Co-op, serving your community with quality and care. Stop by today. Edon Farmers Co-op, your partner in the field and at home. With warmer temperatures in the forecast, get to Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan and pick up a gallon of Clark & Kensington interior or exterior paint with excellent coverage, washability, and the primer built right in. Whether it's a graduation party you're getting ready for or that painting project that you just want to get done, Clark & Kensington has you covered. And Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan is the place to get all you need for your project, including accessories. Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan. Ace, the helpful place.
John Dye and everyone at Strong Real Estate in Montpelier would like to wish all the athletes in tonight's game good luck. Located right in the heart of Montpelier, Ohio, Strong Real Estate Solutions is successfully helping people find that perfect home, building lot, or commercial property. Strong Real Estate Associates are available to provide you with full service in all your real estate needs. Contact John Dye today at Strong Real Estate Solutions in Montpelier, Ohio.
Welcome back here to G. Kent Adams Field. It is 1-0. Edon leading Montpelier at the end of 1. 5, 6, and 7 coming up for the Locos. It'll be Jackson Staylor, Malachi Smeltzer, and Jacob Lyons to face Kyler Sapp. About midway back in the box and near home plate here is where Staylor will dig in to face Sapp. Staylor on the season is hitting .400 for this Montpelier team. Takes a fastball for strike 1. He has an on-base of .545 and an OPS of 1,079. With 4 runs batted in, he has a couple of doubles for his hits this season. Slider, strike 2. Had a lot of bite to that one. Good pitch from Sapp, and it's 0-2 now on Jackson Staylor. Sapp rocks and fires. Fastball that's fisted in the air. Shortstop Owens in shallow left field will drift over and make the grab. A little bit behind. He thought it was maybe going to be behind him in shallow left, behind the shortstop position, but came over. That wind pushed it over behind third.
Now batting the left fielder,
more so.
Number 11, Malachi Smeltzer.
Malachi Smeltzer will dig in now. Smeltzer hitting .462 on the year with no homers, 4 runs batted in. The first pitch from Sapp is a fastball low and away, ball 1. Smeltzer .667 on base, .1282 with his OPS. One of 3 Montpelier starters with OPSs over 1,000. That one's hit foul down the right field line. Behind on that swing was Malachi Smeltzer. Playing varsity here for his first time at Montpelier. 1-1 the count on him. Sapp stares in and deals. The 1-1. Got him to chase one way out of the zone, and now it's a ball and 2 strikes on Smeltzer. 1-0 Edon, top of the second inning. Edon in Montpelier. Bases empty, 1 down. Hayden Sharp's single and a Kenneth Smeltzer walk in the first inning. The Montpelier base runners, as that one is down low, 2-2. Edon got on the board on a Kyler Sapp single, and then a pickoff play turned into an error, got him into scoring position, and Owens delivered an RBI single. The 2-2 overthrew that fastball. It's bounced away, and it's 3-2 now. Games around the area today, we'll talk a little bit about NWOAL and GMC. Very, very competitive conferences and a couple of marquee games happening today. Here's the 3-2 from Sapp. Swung on, ground ball towards third. On about the third hop, it's knocked down by Chrisman and no play. He let it get into his body enough that it'll turn into an Edon error and a base runner for Montpelier. So Smeltzer is aboard on E5, and that'll bring up Jacob Lyons, who's hitting .273 with no homers and 4 runs batted in. Again, Montpelier, with most of their lineup, will run. They are aggressive, although they have had caught stealing. They're 0 for 1 today as that fastball missed outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Jacob Lyons. Montpelier has been thrown out 5 times this season. Swung on, fouled away. 1-1 on Lyons. Number 7 hitter for Montpelier is the second baseman. It's a 1-0 Edon lead here on this overcast Thursday. Sapp's 1-1 delivery painted the outside corner 1-2. Always appreciated, this goes back a lot of years, and Edon's not the only one, but always appreciate, you watch Edon's second baseman and shortstop backing up those throws from catcher. Just fundamentals, little things in baseball. Boy, he handcuffed Lyons that time and swung and missed. He tried to check the swing but couldn't do it, and that'll be Kyler Sapp's second strikeout, and it's the second out of the inning. It'll bring up C.J. Fiddler now. Fiddler hitting .357, no homers, 4 runs batted in. Is on base around .438. Fastball again on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Early on, Kyler looks really dialed in. We mentioned he's hit 5 batters this season, has had some games like last year where he had 5, 6, 7 walks. He's focused and dialed in. His pitches are not off. Like that slider right there didn't miss by much. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a good early sign. Hartsock threw well in the first inning as well. Here's the 1-1 coming up from Sapp. Smeltzer with a lead. That's fouled off by Fiddler, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. We're in the second, 1-0, Edon on top in this early season big-time matchup between BBC teams that have big aspirations this year in the conference and in an open district, a wide-open Division 7 district. Here's the 1-2, down in the dirt. Smeltzer saw it down, now takes off. Secondary lead was a good one, and he beats the throw down by Stance. So that'll advance him on a wild pitch. And he's in scoring position, second time in as many innings for Montpelier to have an RBI chance, and now it's can Fiddler deliver. CJ, with runners in scoring position this year, is hitting .333. Montpelier near .400 as a team. The 2-2, it's a bouncing ball right back to the box. Sapp underhand tosses it to Brandt, and the inning is over. Montpelier, for a second straight inning, strands a runner at second, middle of the second. 1-0, Edon on top.
Downtown Bryan, Ohio has become quite the shopping destination in the past few years, thanks in part to Eliane's Boutique, the Maddox Men's Emporium, and Faith and Grace Baby Boutique. These incredible stores offer something for everyone, featuring men's and women's apparel, newborn and kids apparel, maternity wear, specialty foods and drinks, barware, jewelry and accessories, giftable items, and much, much more. They're located on the east side of the square in downtown Bryan and open weekdays 10 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 3. So come to downtown Bryan, Ohio, and visit the Eliane's family of stores for all your shopping needs.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
See Cannell Insurance Agency of downtown Montpelier, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Good luck tonight to all the area athletes. Hard quality work means a lot to an athlete and to everyone at Peltz Lumber Company in Montpelier and Pioneer. Peltz is in the business of working hard for you. Whether you need something as simple as a 2x4 or all the materials for your new home or pole barn, Peltz Lumber has what you need and will deliver it to you in a timely fashion. Hard work and quality materials is what you'll find at Peltz, and hard work on the field and in practices are what makes these area teams great. Good luck tonight from Peltz Lumber Company in Montpelier and Pioneer, building for a new generation.
6, 7, and 8 for Edon. Corbin Olds is in an 0-1 hole. Now 0-2 as he nubs that one foul down the third baseline. Olds here on the season hitting .250 through the first 5. He has collected 3 RBIs on the season. His on base is .294. It's the part of the lineup here, and you could say this for a lot of high school teams, is that's fouled away. Any baseball team, but that bottom of the order, what kind of production can you get? What kind of length can you get out of your lineup just to make you even more dangerous as the season wears on? Here's the 0-2 to Olds. Breaking ball that slipped out of the hands of Hartsock. It's now 1-2. We're in the bottom of the second, 1-0. Edon leading Montpelier on an RBI single from Christian Owens. The 1-2 pitch didn't chase the heater, 2-2. We mentioned Brian in his 11th year, 85 wins here at Edon as head varsity coach. The 2-2 delivery inside with a fastball, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Corbin Olds, Zane Oberlin, Caden Stantz due up here in this inning to face Hartsock. Hartsock rocks the payoff pitch. Swung on, fisted into the air. It's going to be tricky, and it will drop into left center field for a base hit. He found no man's land there. Fought off a pitch on the hands, and Olds collects the 3rd Edon hit of the afternoon already. And that'll bring up Zane Oberlin.
The batter, right fielder, number 9, Zane Oberlin.
Oberlin hitting a $125 on the season. Originally was just going to be playing the field today when we got the lineup earlier as he squared and pulled back. Did not offer, so it's 1-0. But a tweak to the lineup and no DH. No DH in this game. Both teams going with regulars playing and hitting. 1-0. See if Oberlin's looking to lay another one down. Throw over just to see what Olds was doing, and maybe they could get him on a lean, but he was back safely. 1 ball, no strikes on Oberlin.
On Tuesday, one of them did result in double plays.
Oberlin struggled a little bit at the plate the other day on Tuesday here. So now Hartsock had stepped off the rubber. He is ready. Stares in the pitch, the square, and pulled back again as he missed high. And Oberlin's in front, 2-0 now.
Up 2-0 on Hartsock.
Jackson Staylor all the way in on the grass at third, about 2 or 3 steps. Tuesday, the wind blowing out to center field, this time blowing in. That bunt is bunted foul and actually bunts back into the stands. And it's 2-1. So not only temperature difference, obviously wind speed, wind gust, totally different, but the wind direction today, it's more so blowing in than anything else. 2-1 on Oberlin. Olds is at first. They're trying to get him over. Another square to bunt, another foul that goes out of play, and it's 2-2 now on Zane Oberlin. Caden Stantz is on deck. 1-0 Edon on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. We're here in the bottom half of inning number 2 in Edon. Well, teams 1-0 in the BBC as play begins today. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Oberlin down on strikes. He is the third strikeout victim of the day for Hartsock. That'll bring up Caden Stantz, hitting a $143 on the year. One other thing, something that just happened there to Oberlin, it's worth noting as you dive into numbers and the analytics. That was a 47th strikeout, a swing and a miss from Stantz. He was a little unsure on that swing and miss. But the strikeout to walk ratio, 47 punch outs for Edon hitters, and they've only walked 16 times on the or 15 times on the season. Takes a strike. One other number worth noting that's better this year for Edon and in maybe years past, defensively they've been good through 5 games. Much better anyways. 10 errors through those first 5. Here's the 0-2 coming up. Missed high and tight, 1-2. Stantz is the 8 hitter. Carter Stanky on deck. 1 out, 1 on, second inning. 1-0 Edon. Here on this overcast Thursday afternoon and heading toward the evening. Hartsock checks the runner, deals to the plate. That's hit into the air, punch towards the shortstop, and on last minute, Staylor will take the play ahead of Smeltzer in the hole. Good job, though, taking charge on that pop-out for out number 2. And that'll bring Carter Stanky to the plate. Stanky in the 9-hole on Tuesday was very pesky. He's got his average up to 300 now. Single, scored a run, walked twice. So he was on base all 3 at-bats on Tuesday. Missed high, did Hartsock, 1-0. Corbin Olds single to start this inning. Oberlin struck out, and Stantz popped out. So 2 down with that runner at first. Hartsock delivers down in the dirt, 2-0. Last game for us this week. We have 3 scheduled next week, starting on Monday. Fairview at Montpelier in another state-ranked battle. Fairview unbeaten right now. The 2-0, swing and a miss, 2-1. Tuesday, we'll see Edon again, but this time at North Central. And then Thursday, Hilltop at Montpelier. Seeing kind of all of the teams that are expected to be in that league title chase at one time or another in the BBC. The 2-1 fouled back, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on Edon. Carter Stanky at the plate. Olds with a singles at first. Hartsock trying to get back into the dugout. The 2-2 swung on and little roller foul down the third base line that'll be killed by Staylor. These teams have aspirations of getting out of the district. Last 2 seasons, now, albeit it's been Division 4, but basically it's going to be the same teams. BBC has been the regional representative. North Central 2 years ago, Montpelier last season. The 2-2, grounded foul down the third base line. So Stanky is, again, having good quality at-bats. Now can he finish this one out and get aboard again? Max Radeball is on deck. 2-2 again on Stanky. Hartsock. The pitch. There goes the runner. It's low and away, and he took off. The throw down. Got him. And they'll retire Corbin Olds, and that'll retire Edon as they got aggressive on a 2-2, and thrown out at second is Olds. 2 in the books. 1-0 Edon leading Montpelier on B-Rock Sports.
Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger have served Northwest Ohio for over 120 years. They provide a full range of legal services, including real estate transactions, estate planning and trust administration, elder law, family law, business planning and litigation, personal injury, workers' comp, criminal and traffic defense, and more. Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger also supports the athletes in schools in Northwest Ohio and wish them the best of luck in this game.
Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services and see how soon you can get a Lennox home comfort system that'll help improve your health and your mood. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call us today at 1-800-329-4040 or visit us at starksphs.com. Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, wants to say good luck to the Edon Bombers in tonight's athletic contest. Precise Metal Form is a proud supporter of Edon Bomber athletics, both boys and girls sports. Precise Metal Form in Bryan, saluting the athletes on all of their hard work and wishing them the best of luck in this athletic contest. Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, saying go Bombers in this game.
Top of the third, the center fielder, number 1, Tyler.
Well, it'll be 9-1-2 for Montpelier. Tyler Plord, Wesley Hartsock, and Hayden Sharps due up here to face Kyler Sapp in the top of the third inning. Plord, number 1 hitter on this team as he cuts and misses. Out of the 9-hole, and Montpelier treats this almost like that double leadoff situation. 556 average with an on-base of 571. He also has power. He has 2 home runs on the season and 7 runs batted in. Again, hitting in the 9 spot. It's even at 1-1 here in the third inning. Sapp stares in, and here's the pitch. Swung on, goes the other way, drops it into the bucket in center field for a base hit. Good bit of hitting for Tyler Plord. That'll be Montpelier's second hit of the game. And that'll bring up Wesley Hartsock, who grounded out 3 unassisted.
Wesley Hartsock.
Hartsock 0 for 1. Plord will run. Hartsock squares. Is this only just to deke and maybe run Plord? Crispin came up about halfway down the third baseline. Hartsock dancing. There goes Plord. Pitch up and in. Throw down is on a hop. It'll skip away from second baseman Carter Stanky, and Plord steals a base to get into scoring position. It's the first stolen base for Montpelier this afternoon. They've been caught stealing another time. And now RBI chance again. If you're Montpelier, this sounds familiar. Third straight inning, runner on second. 1-0 your score, Edon. Hartsock is ready. So is Sapp. The pitch. Down in the dirt. Good knockdown by Stantz. But then he juggled and picking it up, and Plord got a great, first a secondary lead, and then a great read of where that ball was, and just enough of a hiccup back behind the plate. And now Plord, in a span of a couple of pitches, moves down to third. That'll be a wild pitch from Sapp that opened the door, and now a variety of ways for Montpelier to tie this game, and a hitter's count here for Hartsock at 2-0. Again, Chrisman in on the grass, about 4 steps at third. Hartsock cuts and rips one into left field. It's going to be right at Olds. Tagging is Plord, and it's not going to be anywhere near in time. We're tied at 1 on the sacrifice fly by Wesley Hartsock. Hartsock will collect the RBI to help his cause, and that will be his 7th of the season. They're appealing to see if he left too soon. Umpires say no, and we're deadlocked at 1. So you get a single, you get a stolen base, you get a wild pitch, and then you get a sacrifice fly. And we're tied at 1. Hayden Sharps singled his first time up. He was the young man then that got caught stealing. So 1-1 Montpelier and Edon, top half of inning number 3 here in Bombers country.
The bases are cleared.
Sapp toes the rubber, stares in, and his first offering swung on and missed. Pulled the string on Sharps that time, 0-1. Again, Guardians, Orioles. It's a 6:35 first pitch. We'll get there as soon as we're done here. Sapp's one-strike pitch. Breaking ball, strike two. Zach Grosjean behind the plate. Mark Steckschulte on the bases. Your umpires today. 0-2 on Hayden Sharps. The 0-2 delivery. Fastball fouled away. Sharps hangs in there. Montpelier 6-0. Edon 3-2 on the season. Both 1-0 in the BBC. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, fouled away again by Sharps. Quarterback against quarterback here in this at-bat for their respective football teams. Here's Sapp's 0-2 delivery. Swung on, and that is going to be hit right on a line at Radebaugh in center, and that'll be out number 2 in the inning. Max with 3 gems on Tuesday where he had to lay out and took hits away from Hilltop. Twice off the bat of Terry Rebeck. That'll bring Kenneth Smeltzer to the plate. He walked his first time up, advanced on a wild pitch, but unable to come in. The first pitch from Sapp is in there for a strike. By the way, Wesley Hartsock, it wasn't a hit with runners in scoring position, but a positive step for him. He had been hitting only 200 with runners in scoring position coming into the game. Got that sac fly to tie this thing at 1. 1-1 now on Smeltzer as Sapp missed that one way outside to even the count. Sapp's 1-1 delivery. Breaking ball up and in, 2-1. Told you we had some good conference games happening around the area today. The big one in the NWOAL. 2-2 now as Smeltzer takes a fast on the outside corner. Takes a pitch on the outside corner, a fastball. Bryan's at Archibald this afternoon. It's been a great game for a decade plus, and another good one today probably. 2-2 swing and a miss, strike 3, and Smeltzer is down on strikes. However, Montpelier gets the sacrifice fly from Wesley Hartsock to tie it at 1. We're middle of the third here on B-Rock Sports.
Looking for a job that offers competitive wages, excellent benefits, and a great work-life balance? Veland Chase, a beacon of excellence in Northwest Ohio for nearly 60 years, is the company for you. We are looking for second-shift general laborers. Wages start at $20.35 an hour, with benefits starting after 30 days and a shift premium. Apply now at brassjobs.com.
Attention Northwest Ohio home buyers. Is one of your 2025 goals to purchase a new home? Then you need to call Misty King of Amerimaid Realty to start working on your home buying plan. Misty has several new listings coming up in the near future that you won't want to miss. Plus, Misty and the Amerimaid Realty team have the background and skills to properly guide you through the buying process from start to finish. So if you're planning on a move, then your first move should be to call Misty King at 419-633-4997. That's 419-633-4997. Misty King of Amerimaid Realty, your hometown real estate pro.
Banking local doesn't mean giving up convenience. It means gaining a partner who's right here with you every step of the way. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between great service and great features. With us, you get both. When you call, you'll speak with people who know your name and care about your goals, not just your account balance. Because here, you're not just another customer, you're family. Visit localnolimits.com to learn more today.
Leading off for Edon.
Back here in Edon in a 1-1 game. Carter Stanky, remember, he was at the plate when Edon got caught stealing to end the inning, so he remains the batter. Saw a lot of pitches from Hartsock. First ball swinging here. Nice play at third by Staylor. Comes up, guns it across, and throws out Stanky. Terrific job defensively by Jackson Staylor. That's as good a 5-3 as you will see. As Stanky got it down the line, and on the second hop, full extension dive toward the bag by Staylor, and came up throwing. So one down in the inning on one pitch, and we're back to the top of the Edon order with Max Radebaugh. He flew out to Malachi Smeltzer in left field his first time up. 1-0, the count on him here. Corbin Chrisman, the third bomber, due up in the inning. 1-1 in this thing here in the bottom of the third. The 1-0 pitch is on the outside corner. It's a ball and a strike now on Radeball. We mentioned the defensive game he had on Tuesday. Playing center field this year, had played a lot of second base for Edon. Cuts and misses here. But now utilizing the wheels in the outfield. 1-2 on Radeball. And that gets Stanky in the lineup. He's playing a solid second base and doing a good job at the plate. 1-2 Hartsock. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts now for Wesley Hartsock as we are going through the order a second time.
Number 3, Corbin.
2 down, bases empty. Corbin Chrisman, a strikeout victim, his first appearance at the plate. Digs in, right-hander against right-hander, swings and misses, 0-1. Hartsock hoping for and looking for that really quick inning. Here's the 0-1 on Chrisman. Swung on, popped in the air. Shallow center field. Will it make it there? Yep, on the cut of the grass. Shortstop Kenneth Smeltzer puts it away for the third out of the inning. 3 complete here at G. Kent Adams Field. Edon 1, Montpelier 1. It's a good one on B-Rock Sports.
At Direct Link Appliance and Furniture in Bryan, we've got everything to make your house feel like home. We carry trusted brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Speed Queen, built to perform at unbeatable prices. Need new furniture? Shop Ashley Furniture, cozy up on a Jameson mattress, or experience Molecule, made right in Auburn, Indiana, or Puffy mattresses. It's like sleeping on a cloud. Plus, we service all appliances, makes, and models because we're here long after the sale. Direct Link in Bryan, local, trusted, and ready to help.
Ready to take your career to the next level? 2020 Custom Molded Plastics in Holiday City is hiring now. Located at 14620 Selwyn Drive, they're offering competitive pay and unbeatable benefits. Medical, dental, vision, 401k with a 50% match, paid holidays, paid vacation, and even monthly attendance bonuses. Don't wait. Join a team that values you. Send your resume to jobs at 2020cmp.com, apply online at 2020cmp.com, or stop by and fill out an application today. 2020 Custom Molded Plastics, shaping your future.
Andy Brigle back with you here at G. Kent Adams Field in Edon. Montpelier and Edon locked into a good one here at 1-1 as we move to the fourth inning. Montpelier will be sending up 4, 5, and 6. Griffin Cooley, Jackson Staler, and Malachi Smeltzer to face Kyler Sapp. Both pitchers doing a tremendous job. Both teams, I know each has an error on the board, but both teams playing solid to terrific defense here in this one. Griffin Cooley struck out looking his first time up. Again, a Montpelier team not only scoring a bunch of runs on the season, but they are stopping teams from scoring. They've outscored their opponents 62-10 through the first 6. Sapp's first pitch is a fastball that's cut and fouled away by Cooley. Leadoff guy last year, but now moved to the heart of the order this season. 0-1 on Griff Cooley. Sapp, the 0-1 pitch, breaking ball. Just missed inside, a touch, 1-1. These two teams are part of the 9 teams in Division 7 that will be in the Bryan district next month. Fastball delivered right down Broadway. A ball and 2 strikes now on Cooley. The only BBC team that's not in this district is Holgate. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as he pulled the string. And Cooley strikes out a second time this afternoon. That'll bring up Jackson Staler, who popped out to Christian Owens, the shortstop, his first time up. Sapp is ready with stance being ready. Fastball low and away. Antwerp, Edon, Edgerton, Fayette, Hilltop, Montpelier, North Central, Pettisville, Stryker are the teams that are going to be feeding into the Division 7 district. The 1-0 down in the dirt, 2-0. As we talked about on Tuesday, no regional site has been posted for any division anywhere. They're still trying to close the deal on those regional locations. The 2-0, and Staylor takes down low, and he's way in front now, 3-0. Toledo Blade, by the way, totally different sport, but I found this interesting that we'll talk about in just a moment. Toledo Blade ran a survey with high school football coaches as Sapp's 3-0 pitch is over for a strike, 3-1, and how they feel about the expanded 16-team playoff. 62% said that they were not in favor of it at all. Fastball strike 2 to Staylor as the count runs full. Here's the 3-2 delivery from Sapp. Swung on and fouled back. Point is, they weren't consulted when the expansion really happened. Probably not going to take this poll into any consideration. You have to assume the genie's out of the bottle, and we're probably not putting it back in anytime soon. I'll admit if I'm wrong, but I don't see it. A payoff again to Staylor. Called strike 3. Great job by Kyler Sapp to battle back. And Staylor is down on strikes. 2 down in the inning. Sapp now
Number 11, Malachi Smeltzer.
up to 5 punch-outs here this afternoon. Malachi Smeltzer reached on an error his first time up by Chrisman at third. Swings and misses. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error for Edon. 1 run, 2 hits, and an error for Montpelier here. As we play in the top half of inning number 4 in this pitcher's duel, Edon and Montpelier 1-1. Sapp's 1 strike. Breaking ball. A little bit in. Maybe a touch-up, 1-1. Montpelier began the day 6-0, and Edon 3-2. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now on Malachi Smeltzer. Montpelier's left fielder this afternoon. Sapp liking to work quickly here. He's in a groove. The 1-2 swung on, fouled away by Smeltzer. So we'll do it again at 1-2. In addition to Brian Archibald, Delda's at Liberty, Wasion at Patrick Henry, and Swanton at Evergreen in the Knoll today. The 1-2 rolled toward Chrisman at third. Plenty of time as he comes up firing. Good pick at first by Brandt. And that'll do it for Montpelier in the 4th. Halfway home here in this one. Montpelier and Edon 1-1 baseball game. Main Stop's mid-game update when we return.
Are you ready to tackle your next projects with the best equipment in town? Then look no further than Black Swamp Equipment, serving Bryant, Archbold, and Defiance. Right now, we have incredible deals on Steel chainsaws. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a weekend warrior, Steel has you covered. And that's not all. Need to chip or split that wood? We've got you covered with wood chipper and wood splitter rentals too. But wait, there's more. Our Milwaukee tool sale is happening now. Upgrade your tool kit with top quality Milwaukee tools at unbeatable prices. Stop in or give us a call to discover everything that's on sale. Black Swamp Equipment. Locations in Bryan, Archbold, and Defiance.
Always supporting student athletes and coaches in the Edon School District, the Edon Athletic Boosters. The Edon Athletic Boosters would like to take this opportunity to salute the student athletes and coaches in tonight's game. Hey, how would you like to be a part of the Edon Athletic Boosters? Come to a meeting and find out what they're all about. Maybe even volunteer at a concession stand. For more information, phone 419-272-3213. The Edon Athletic Boosters, supporting student athletes and coaches in Edon.
Welcome back to Edon. Main Stop's mid-game update. Montpelier and Edon tied at 1. Again, a run, 3 hits, and an error for Edon. A run and 2 hits and an error for Montpelier. It's the heart of the order for the Bombers. Kyler Sapp, Christian Owens, and Lane Brandt. Sapp, with one of those 3 hits, will dig in. He has scored the game's only run for Edon and takes a curveball for a strike. Sapp singled, went to second on an E1 by Hartsock on a pickoff play. Fastball in on the hands, 1-1, and then came in on the Christian Owens RBI single. The 3rd hit for Edon belongs to Corbin Olds. Hayden Sharps has singled, and Tyler Plord has singled for Montpelier. Swing and miss that time by Sapp, and he's in a 1-2 hole. Usually not a strikeout guy. He's a guy bat on ball and in play. The 1-2 Swung on, ground ball, same spot as before. It's a sharp single into left field, and Kyler Sapp has his second hit of the game. A leadoff single here in the fourth inning. That'll bring up Christian Owens. We mentioned the RBI single in his only at-bat. That gave Edon a 1-0 lead in the first. Montpelier has their single run in the third inning. Righty-righty matchup here between Hartsock and Owens. Swung on, fouled away by Owens. 0-1. Pitchers, low pitch count. They are doing their job. Defense has been pretty good today on both sides. And we're just locked into a good one. Swung on, fouled away again by Owens. It's 0-2. That's your mid-game update brought to you by the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Still time on Thirsty Thursday to get your savings at a Main Stop, the Main Stops, and this mid-game update. 0-2 on Christian Owens. On top of the plate here in that right-handed box. Swing, ground ball up the middle. It'll be gloved at second by Lyons. And they flip to second. Is he going to get the lead runner, they say, and on the transfer, Mark Steckschulte says, is where the drop and bobble will happen. So Sapp is going to go down, retired 4-6, and Brian Moore is just double-checking with Mark Steckschulte and asking, are you sure that it was on the transfer? And Mark says yes, as they were trying to turn to Lyons flipping to Smeltzer, and that ended up on the ground, and good call by Steckschulte. So 1 out and 1 on with Owens the runner at first. And that will bring up Lane Brandt. Brandt 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Hartsock stares in. Our only righty-lefty matchup here of the game. The pitch, swung on, ground ball to first. It'll be knocked down by Sharps. He thought about going to second, but kind of juggled and lost it. So he takes the sure out to retire Brandt at first. Advancing to second will be Owens. So he is an opportunity here for Edon and Corbin Olds. Olds is 1 for 1. Singled and then caught stealing. Thrown out at second. The pitch from Hartsock. Swung on, popped up, foul territory. Cooley coming over by the fence is going to run out of room. 0-1 on Corbin Olds. You're listening to BBC Baseball here on WBNO FM, Brian, as we approach the 6 o'clock hour here. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Edon 1, Montpelier 1. Happy to have you here with us. Runner in scoring position for the Bombers here in the home half of the fourth is Christian Owens. Olds at the dish. Hartsock checks the pitch. Missed outside. 1-1 now on Corbin Olds. It's not going to decide the BBC today, but certainly a big positive step for the winner. Probably maybe a little bit more so for Edon, because they, as Old swings and misses, because one of the other teams that's in this mix is Hilltop. Edon's already defeated them. Montpelier still has to play them. Both teams still play Pettisville. Both teams still play North Central. The 1-2 outside, 2-2. Hartsock wanted that call. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Owens, the runner at second. Olds at the plate. Hartsock checks Owens. Straightens the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Olds down on strikes. Edon gets a runner to second, but they strand him there. 4 complete in Bomber Country. Montpelier and Edon deadlocked at 1.
This is Russ Davies with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. At Andrews O'Neill & Lowe, our commitment goes beyond insurance. We're dedicated to serving our clients, our community, and each other with integrity and care. From finding the best policies to supporting local events, we're here for you. Whether it's securing your home, auto, or business, or giving back to the community we love, our team works tirelessly to ensure your peace of mind. We're not just your insurance agency, we're your neighbors and friends. With our trusted partner, Auto Owners Insurance, you can count on top-tier coverage and exceptional service. Experience the difference with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe and Auto Owners Insurance. Visit us at andrewsins.com or call today, because here, your family.
Downtown Bryan, Ohio has become quite the shopping destination in the past few years, thanks in part to Elian's Boutique, the Maddox Men's Emporium, and Faith and Grace Baby Boutique. These incredible stores offer something for everyone, featuring men's and women's apparel, newborn and kids apparel, maternity wear, specialty foods and drinks, barware, jewelry and accessories, giftable items, and much, much more. They're located on the east side of the square in downtown Bryan and open weekdays 10 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 3. So come to downtown Bryan, Ohio and visit the Elian's family of stores for all your shopping needs.
Bottom third of the Montpelier lineup to face Kyler Sapp as we move to the fifth inning. Jacob Lyons, C.J. Fiddler, Tyler Plourd coming up for the Locos. Talk to a little bit about the NWAL and the BBC schedule and the GMC happening right now. Antwerp is taking on Fairview, Edgerton battling Ayersville, Paulding and Hicksville facing off, and Wayne Trace is playing Tenora. Balance there in that conference. Balance, I mean, you look at our area conferences, all three with terrific balance this season in baseball. Upstairs, ball one. Jacob Lyons, 0 for 1 with a strikeout this afternoon. Righty-righty matchup as Sapp deals. Another fastball, painted black on the outside corner, 1-1. Didn't mention dimensions here at Edon, at G. Kent. Strike two, 290 down the right field line, 315 down the left field line, and 360 to straightaway center. A ball and 2 strikes on Lyons. The pitch. Curveball down and away, 2-2. Both these pitchers, another key for them this afternoon in being both really good. More times than not, and by a wide margin, they have been able to get ahead of hitters today. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Lyons. Sapp throws, swung on, fouled back. Lyons hangs in at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Lyons was retired on strikes last time he faced Sapp.
Lyons climbs back in the box. Sapp's on the rubber. Another 2-2. Breaking ball fooled him, and he swings and misses and is down on strikes a second time this afternoon. That'll bring up C.J. Fiddler to the plate. He grounded out to Sapp. Back up the middle. So 1 out, base is empty. Another righty-righty matchup here. Sapp deals. A breaking ball that's in, ball 1. 6 strikeouts now on the game for Kyler Sapp, and he has issued only 1 walk. That was to Kenneth Smeltzer back in the first. The 1-0 delivery overthrew that heater, 2-0 now. Kyler, you're not making me look good. I just talked about getting ahead of hitters, dude. Behind 2-0 here to Fiddler, the number 8 hitter in the Montpelier lineup. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball caught the corner, 2-1. Outfield pretty much straight away, about medium deep. Here's the 2-1, down low, 3-1. Fiddler has a great chance here because he has the count right where he needs it at 3 balls and a strike. Sapp stares in. And the 3-1 pitch swung on, bounced foul. And that'll bring it to a full count at 3-2. I know we're going to get some Cleveland people tuning in here shortly. Guardians, Orioles when we're done here in Edon. Sapp's payoff pitch. Down low, ball 4. A 1-out walk issued to C.J. Fiddler. And that'll bring Montpelier's leading hitter by average to the plate in Tyler Plourd, and he has singled today, one of the 2 Montpelier hits.
The batter, number 1, Tyler Plourd.
Tyler Plourd has one of the 2 locomotive hits.
Fiddler with 4 stolen bases. He's a perfect 4 for 4 in stolen bases this season. A short lead at first. Plourd bunts it down the first base line. Brandt can't get there. It stayed in the air a little longer than Montpelier had hoped for, but finally did get down before Lane Brandt was able to close the distance. Trying to get Fiddler into a scoring position here with the top of the order looming in this 1-1 game in the top of the 5th inning. 0-1 on Plord. Chrisman creeping at third. Not bunting, and a swing and a miss by Plord, and now he's down 0-2. Plord, a single, a stolen base, and on a wild pitch went to third and scored a run on the Hartsock sacrifice fly. 0-2 on Plord now. The pitch, breaking ball, fouled away. So we'll do it again at 0-2. Good matchup for Montpelier if they can have that game on Monday with Fairview coming in. You always love those they play Bryan later. Eaton has games they've played. They got Archibald on the schedule. They've played Ayersville. You love those non-conference games for the smaller schools. The 0-2 popped up, twisting, foul, drifting out of play over the Eaton dugout on the first base line. You get schools like Bryan, Napoleon in D4, Defiance in D3. You want them playing 4, 3, and above for them to challenge you come postseason time. 0-2 on Tyler Plord. Fiddler with a lead at first, 1 down in a 1-1 game in the 5th. The 2-strike pitch, down low and away. Good block by Stantz to keep Fiddler at first. It's now 1-2 here on Tyler Plord. Again, Fiddler getting a lead. Sapp peeks over the shoulder to check him. The 1-2 delivery, swung on, ground ball toward second. Stanky has it go under his glove and skip into center field. Making the turn and heading to third is Fiddler. And on E4, Montpelier now has runners on the corners and 1 down in the inning for the top of the order. Carter Stanky just saw it kind of take a little hop and a hitch over his glove and bounce into center field. That's a second Eden error on the afternoon. And now, can Montpelier cash in here in the 5th? Wesley Hartsock, 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly RBI his last time up. He grounded out to Lane Brandt at first, his first time. 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors now for Eden. A run, 2 hits, and an error for Montpelier. What will they do with Plord? He's creeping. He's going. No question, Tyler Plord's going. The throw is going to go all the way through, and it skips away from Owens and into center field. Fiddler comes in from third, and it is 2-1 Montpelier. Surprised maybe a little bit that they let that throw. I thought maybe it'd be cut and a play would be on, but they let the throw go through. It bounced into center field, and the Locos have grabbed a 2-1 lead on a third error by the Bombers, their second this inning. So now Plord, as we said, is over at third.
Now Plord is at third.
2-1. Montpelier has their first lead of the afternoon as we play here in the 5th inning. Sapp will work from the wind. The pitch swung on and missed. A big cut and miss that time from Wesley Hartsock. Had a similar situation his last at bat. Plord at third, and he sacrificed flied. Here's the 1-strike pitch. Missed inside with a fastball, 1-1. Zach Grosjean has had a really good strike zone today. 1-1 the count. Sapp fires, swung on, fouled away, and it'll drift out of play, and it's 1-2 now. 2-1 Montpelier, 5th 2-2 count. 2-2 the count here. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Hartsock. 1 down, runner on third, 1 in as Montpelier has grabbed a 2-1 lead. The 2-2, breaking ball, ground ball, foul. Toby Hutchison couldn't come up with it down the third baseline, but that's basically his defense anyways. He was better with a bat, although it was corked from Little League on. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball, it's at third, and it took a bad hop on Chrisman and will bounce into left field off his glove, and it's 3-1 Plord. 3-1 Montpelier as Plord scores the run. Tricky play there at third, but still got to go. It was right at Corbin Chrisman, and that'll be a 4th Eden error.
Now batting number 4, Hayden Sharps.
He'll bring Hayden Sharps to the plate. And just like Edon did to Hilltop on Tuesday, if errors have been committed, Montpelier's doing it to Edon today. Montpelier is cashing in. Ball in play, make them play defense. A ball up in the zone that popped out of the glove of Stance, but not enough for Hartsock to advance. Hayden Sharps is 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out to center. Montpelier has 3 runs on just 2 hits, but Edon with 4 errors. Here comes the first offering. The pitch is fouled back, and it'll be actually 1-1 now on Hayden Sharps. Sharps, the 2-hitter for Montpelier, working in front for the first time today. They've scored 3 straight runs after falling behind 1-zip early. The 1-1 coming up now from Kyler Sapp. The pitch swung on, ground ball to Stanky at second. He'll knock it down and realize he only has 1 play, and that's at first, and Sharps is going to be retired. So 4-3, Sharps is down. Going to second was Hartsock. So now it'll be Kenneth Smeltzer coming to the plate. So it'll bring up Smeltzer. He has walked and struck out today, has Smeltzer. He advanced on a wild pitch on that walk in the first inning, but was stranded. 2 down in the inning now with a runner at second. Swung on and skied into shallow left field. The shortstop, Owens, will take charge on the cut of the grass, make the grab. However, Montpelier scores 2 in the inning, unearned runs on 3 Edon errors. And we are in the middle of the 5th inning. Your score is now Montpelier 3 and Edon 1.
With spring here, head to Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan to get your yard ready. Scott's will start you on the right track with their 4-step program. Then grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Weed and Feed or Scott's Turf Builder Triple Action and save on all of it with Ace Rewards. Donaldson's also carries Scott's Naturescaped Mulch for only $3.33 with Ace Rewards, plus garden soil, potting soil, and all the rakes and shovels to make your landscaping project look professional. Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan has you covered. Ace, the helpful place.
John Dye and everyone at Strong Real Estate in Montpelier would like to wish all the athletes in tonight's game good luck. Located right in the heart of Montpelier, Ohio, Strong Real Estate Solutions is successfully helping people find that perfect home, building lot, or commercial property. Strong Real Estate Associates are available to provide you with full service in all your real estate needs. Contact John Dye today at Strong Real Estate Solutions in Montpelier, Ohio.
Andy Brigle back with you here at G. Ken Adams Field in Edon. It is Montpelier and Edon in this BBC matchup here on a Thursday now evening. Montpelier in front 3-1 thanks to 3 Edon errors in that 5th inning. And Montpelier able to capitalize, get a couple of unearned runs to take this 3-1 advantage. As we go to the home half of the 5th inning, it is Zane Oberlin, Caden Stance, and Carter Stanky to face what appears to be a rejuvenated Wesley Hartsock. He's been pretty solid already, but now is pitching with the lead for the first time. This is what they call in baseball your prototypical shutdown inning potentially here. And you have the bottom third of the lineup to do just that if you're Wesley Hartsock. So Oberlin, a strikeout victim his first time, cuts and pops it up, and I think that wind is going to definitely now take it out of play. 0-1. 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error for Montpelier. A run, 4 hits, and 4 errors for Edon here on this Thursday afternoon and now evening. Montpelier 6-0, Edon 3-2. Both are 1-0 in the BBC beginning today. 0-1 on Zane Oberlin. The pitch is a breaker up, 1-1. In on the grass at third is Jackson Staler. Outfield shifted a little bit towards left center with a right-handed hitting Oberlin, who cuts and misses, and it's now 1-2. It was a 4-3 game on Tuesday that saw Edon knock off Hilltop. This one still has the makings of a terrific ending. Upstairs, it's 2-2. Corbin Chrisman throwing down in the Edon bullpen. 2-2 the count here on Zane Oberlin. The pitch. Swung on and missed. It'll pop out of the glove of Cooley, but he has plenty of time to throw down to first and retire Oberlin on strikes for a second time today. That's 6 strikeouts now for Wesley Hartsock.
Batter number 27.
That'll bring Caden Stantz to the plate. He popped out to Staylor at third. This is still just the second time through the order for Edon here. The first offering, and Stantz takes a little bit high, ball 1. 1 down, bases empty, bottom of the 5th inning. Montpelier 3, Edon 1 on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. The 1-0 delivery, cut and missed, 1-1. Stantz back into the box. Hartsock wanting to work quickly. 1-1 pitch, swung on, tomahawk foul, out of play down that left field line. Now Stantz down, a ball and 2 strikes. Wesley Hartsock sliding nicely, if you're Montpelier, anyways, so far into that number 1 role, it looks like, on the mound. The 1-2 swung on, grounded, just foul. Stantz a little bit out in front of that one. So if Hartsock is ascending to this spot, you still have Kenneth Smeltzer. You still have a Hayden Sharps. You're getting, that's 3 deep now. Staylor throws. I think Malachi throws as well. Either way, though, you get that many arms that can throw games when you get 4, 5, 6 game weeks. The 1-2 just missed outside, 2-2. Not to mention come tournament time when you have to go back to back. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Caden Stantz. 1 down, bases empty. 3-1 Montpelier. Missed tailing away, did Hartsock, and now it's 3-2. If you're Wesley Hartsock, you don't want to mess around. You want to get through the bottom of the order because you have danger lurking. And you'd rather face them in clean innings. The 3-2 swung on, fisted in the air. Charging is Smeltzer. On 1 hot gloves, Guns throws him out at first. Nice play in the hole that time by Kenneth Smeltzer on a ball that did not have much to it. Off the end of the bat, and he took it on 1 hop cleanly and threw him out. 2 down. That'll bring up Carter Stanky. Stanky grounded out. Remember, this was a tremendous play last time by third baseman Jackson Staylor to throw out Stanky. The first offering, and Stanky takes a strike on the outside corner. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Montpelier leading 3-1 over Edon. The 1-strike pitch swung on, foul tipped, 0-2 now. Edon has all the makings of, what do we have here? Toby Hutchison coming out to talk with Zach Grosjean. Oh, he's just bringing balls out. Okay, to him. Edon won just 7 last year, but you already can see that it's a much improved, much different baseball team that's going to be more than a 7-win team this year. 4 errors today withstanding. You just can see a different baseball team. And you knew what Montpelier had. The 0-2 fouled away by Stanky. Montpelier was the BBC favorite coming into this season with all of their people back and the regional team a year ago. They're the favorite to go to the regionals based on all of that. 0-2 now on Carter Stanky. Hartsock stares in. The pitch. Called strike 3. And that'll do it for Edon in the inning as Carter Stanky is caught looking. 5 in the books at G. Kent Adams Field. It is Montpelier 3 and Edon 1.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
See Cannell Insurance Agency of downtown Montpelier, your auto owner's insurance agent.
At Edon Farmers Co-op, with locations in Edon, Edgerton, and Montpelier, they're more than just a store. They're your partner in the field and at home. For a complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, bird food, and outdoor products to Land O'Lakes feed and seed treatments, they've got you covered. Need grain storage and drying, fertilizer, or soil sampling? They're here to help. Plus, their reliable feed mill services are second to none. Edon Farmers Co-op, your neighborhood country store for all your farm and home needs. Stop in today and see why they're trusted by their neighbors like you.
We move to the 6th inning here in Edon with Montpelier on top 3-1. Griffin Cooley, Jackson Staler, and Malachi Smeltzer to face Kyler Sapp as we work our way here into the 6th inning. Again, Cleveland and Baltimore, they're already on the air. They're not on the air, but they've started the pregame. First pitch at 6:35 this evening in Baltimore. We'll get you there when we're done here. Cooley has struck out a couple of times, trying to get his season going and uncorking that one foul and out of play. I mean, Montpelier 6-0. They've scored 62 runs, and you could make the argument they haven't gotten 3 and 4 even close. Not make the argument. It's a fact. They haven't gotten 3 and 4 going the way they need them to get going here. Got out in front on that curveball. It's 0-2. You get Smeltzer and Cooley in the mix here offensively, and you got an offense that's potentially even more lethal. Here's the 0-2 from Sapp. Fastball missed away, 1-2. Still just 2 hits for Montpelier in this game, but they have capitalized on 4 Bomber errors today. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's a breaking ball that went above the shoulders of Cooley, and that'll even it at 2-2. Cooley be followed by Staler and Malachi Smeltzer. The starters are going strong in this one. Sapp for Edon, Hartsock for Montpelier. The 2-2 delivery swung on, lifted in the air, twisting into right field. Zane Oberlin moves in, keeps moving in over toward the line, and makes the grab. The fly out to right by Griffin Cooley for the first out of this 6th inning. And that'll send Jackson Staler to the plate. Staler's 0 for 2 today with a pop out and a strikeout. And that strikeout was he got ahead of Sapp 3-0, and then Sapp rallied and got 3 straight strikes delivered on him. Sapp towing first base side of the rubber, kicks and delivers. Swung on, fouled back by Staler, 0-1. We're in the 6th inning here in Edon, 3-1 Locos in the top of the 6th inning here on the Andres O'Neill and Low scoreboard. The 0-1 delivery. It's a breaking ball, strike 2 on the inside corner. Bases empty, 1 down in the inning. In on the even with the bag really at third is Chrisman. Check swing fouled out of play by Staler. It remains 0-2. Edon will take on Hamilton in a makeup game on Saturday at Hamilton. Swung on, fouled away, and it's 0-1. Now, I don't know if Montpelier has slid in a makeup game tomorrow or Saturday, but on the schedule, it says they are home with Fairview next on Monday. But enough games have been weathered out that Montpelier could have scheduled a makeup game that they don't have on the schedule already. That AD is a little shady over there, too, so you never know. Here's the 0-2. Called strike 3, and again, they froze Staler at the plate. Well, at least I got a listener. He's tuned in. No makeup game, so the next game is Fairview. 2 away now for this Montpelier lineup, and that'll bring Malachi Smeltzer to the plate. Smeltzer reached on an error his first time up and grounded out. And he's first ball swinging, hits it straight to center field to Rada ball, and a quick 1-2-3 inning for Montpelier in the 6th. Middle of the 6th, Montpelier 3, Edon 1 on B-Rock Sports.
When you call your bank, do you ever feel like just another number? At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, we're a little different. Our HQ is right here in Defiance, serving our friends, families, and neighbors. Unlike those big out-of-town banks, every dollar you save, borrow, or invest with us goes back into our community, building homes, funding small businesses, and helping dreams come true right here where we live. Bank local. Bank better. Visit localnolimits.com to learn more.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Montpelier, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
Bottom of the 6th, leading off for the Bombers.
Moving into the bottom half of the 6th inning. Top of the order coming up for the Bombers. Can they make some hay here against Wesley Hartsock? Max Radebaugh starts this inning, and Radebaugh slams one into left field for his first hit of the afternoon. He had been 0 for 2, and a ball that gets under the glove then of Smeltzer, and Radebaugh will take second. Got to be an E out there. That's a second Montpelier error because that opened the door for Radebaugh to get into scoring position. 5th Edon hit of the game, and it'll bring Corbin Chrisman to the plate to face Hartsock. Every play counts when you're in a tight game like this. 3-1, runner on second, Radebaugh, nobody out. Chrisman 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-out. And now a pass ball as Cooley unable to squeeze it. And moving to third will be Radebaugh. And if you're Montpelier, you're thinking you couldn't gotten a worse start unless Radebaugh had hit a solo homer. That would have been the only thing worse. A single, an error to advance him to second, a pass ball to move him to third, and a 1-0 count on Chrisman in a 3-1 Montpelier game. The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. Good job on the changeup that time by Hartsock. It bottomed out on Chrisman. 1-1 the count. Infield is going to stay back up the middle in a 3-1 game. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Staler's in at the cut of the grass at third, and in on the grass at first is Sharps. A ball and 2 strikes on Chrisman, the number 2 hitter. The 1-2 pitch swung on, hit into the air, into center field. Long run, and a diving grab in left center made by Smeltzer. Radebaugh will tag and score. What a play, though, by Malachi Smeltzer. It's a sacrifice fly RBI for Chrisman. He came up, popped onto his feet quickly, and came up firing. But it wasn't going to be in time that the air and the pass ball costs Montpelier. And the Bombers are now within a run at 3-2. And the number 3 hitter, who has not been retired yet today, Kyler Sapp, digs in. He's 2 for 2 with a run scored, a pair of singles today. The first pitch is a fastball away, ball 1. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. Montpelier 3, Edon 2. Here on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. The 1-0 delivery from Hartsock. Up and in, 2-0. 3 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for Montpelier. 2 runs, 5 hits, 4 errors for Edon. The 2-0 delivery, Sapp twists that one out of play and into the parking lot. It is 2-1.
Hartsock pitch count creeping up there. He's at 88 so far in this one.
Hartsock inching toward 90 here in the pitch count category. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Breaking ball. Ground ball to third. Staler knocks it down. Doesn't field it cleanly. And that's not going to be in time. And then the throw gets away from Sharps. Not enough for the advancement of Sapp because hustling to back it up was Cooley. And now Toby Hutchison is going to ask to see, was there any interference? We had a play like this on Tuesday where Max Radebaugh was called out on an interference. Mark Steckschulte is saying that he reached out and that he just missed it. There was no contact from Kyler Sapp. He's not going to win the discussion here. And a good call, I think, although they will talk about it now. Mark Steckschulte and Zach Grosjean will discuss it. Again, Tuesday, Max Radeball was called out on an interference play up the first base line. Sapp is on at first with one down in a one-run game, and it appears as if he will stay there. And Zach Grosjean's kind of walked away now and decided I don't need to hear anymore. And it's not, I mean, it's a authoritative discussion, but it's not yelling and screaming. He's just trying to get his point across. He did get his point across, and it's not going to change the call. So the tying run is aboard for Edon. Kyler Sapp at first, one down in the inning. And it'll be Christian Owens at the plate.
Batter number 20, Christian Owens.
Griffin Cooley, the catcher, did a great job to back up that throw over there.
So Owens will climb into the box. The first pitch. Owens swings and drops it into right center field, and it'll be down for a base hit. Sapp did a great job of reading that off the bat. That Fiddler could not get there in the gap. And Owens has his second hit of the afternoon. He's now 2 for 3. So the tying run in scoring position. The go-ahead runs at first, and it's Lane Brandt at the plate. Brandt is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. The first pitch to him, and the lefty hits one in foul territory down the third base line, and it will hit off the dugout here and up the third base line. 0-1 on Lane Brandt. Sapp at second, Owens at first, one out in the inning. You kind of got the feeling that if it was now or never for Edon with this top of the order up here in the 6th inning, based on what they have done today, top to the bottom of the order. 7 hits now for the Bombers. The 0-1 pitch, laid off that one outside on the fastball, 1-1. 3-2 Montpelier, bottom of the 6th inning. Matchup of 1-0 teams in the conference and state-ranked teams according to the coaches poll. The 1-1. Fastball drilled but foul down the right field line. Brandt barreled that one, but he was just ahead on it. And now it's a ball and 2 strikes on Lane Brandt. Sapp at second, Owens at first, 1 gone in the 6th. 3-2 Montpelier. Coming set at the belt is Hartsock. The pitch. Missed outside, 2-2. Good location. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Montpelier 6-0, Edon 3-2 in their overall records beginning today. The 2-2 from Hartsock. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And an enormous second out of the inning. And now it's Corbin Olds who will try to deliver in the clutch. He's the number 6 hitter. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout today. Olds also caught stealing when he singled that first time up. Here's the first pitch from Hartsock. Missed up and in, ball 1. Sapp, your tying run at second. Owens, the go-ahead run at first. Montpelier clinging to a 3-2 lead late in this one, bottom of the 6th. The 1-0, swing and a miss, 1-1. Olds behind on that fastball. Right-hander against right-hander. Straightening now on the mound. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. And now Hartsock is a strike away from getting to the dugout still with a lead. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Olds digs in. Hartsock checks the runners. The 1-2, low and away, 2-2. So back to it again. Another big moment here for Hartsock and Olds. Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 on. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Corbin Olds retired on strikes. Edon does play to run to slice the lead in half. We move to the 7th. Montpelier 3 and Edon 2.
Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger have served Northwest Ohio for over 120 years. They provide a full range of legal services, including real estate transactions, estate planning and trust administration, elder law, family law, business planning and litigation, personal injury, workers' comp, criminal and traffic defense, and more. Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger also supports the athletes in schools in Northwest Ohio and wish them the best of luck in this game.
Be part of the Montpelier Athletic Boosters and help support all the athletes at the Montpelier schools by calling 419-485-6785. The Montpelier Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the Montpelier athletes good luck in today's game. Strive to be the best, and you will succeed at everything you do. The Montpelier Boosters are proud of all your achievements. Good luck and do your best. That's all anyone can ask. And go Locos!
Welcome back. Welcome back out here to Edon. That last strikeout, number 9 for Wesley Hartsock in the afternoon. Kyler Sapp has 7 punch-outs. We have 6 complete here in this one. Montpelier nursing a 3-2 lead here. It has been a good one. One-run game on Tuesday saw Edon survive Hilltop 4-3, and right now we got a one-run matchup here. Moving to the 7th inning. Both teams here in the 7th inning will have 7, 8, and 9 coming to the plate. Jacob Lyons, C.J. Fiddler, Tyler Plord due up to face Kyler Sapp here in this inning. Montpelier has one mission, and that's to try to carve out some breathing room. Can they get at least one as an insurance or more here to add to the lead?
Leading off for the Locomotives.
Jacob Lyons 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts.
Folks, we've got a good one going on here.
Righty-righty matchup here again. Sapp rocks and fires and drills a strike. 0-1 on Jacob Lyons. He is the second baseman for Montpelier. Missed low on that one, 1-1. Kyler Sapp, Wesley Hartsock have really done terrific jobs today. 3 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for Montpelier. 2 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors for Edon. The 1-1 swung on, popped up. The catcher, Caden Stance, in foul ground, makes the grab for the first out of the inning. Behind home plate on that one for the first out. That'll bring C.J. Fiddler to the plate. He is grounded out to the pitcher and then walked and came around and scored a run in Montpelier's 2-run 5th.
Number 20, C.J. Fiddler.
Bats here with the bases empty and 1 down.
His last plate appearance and came around to score one of the Locos' run.
Sapp delivers, and again, that one's in foul territory. Popped up toward the first baseman. Brandt over by the fence and ran out of room. 0-1. The 7, 8, 9 for Edon due up would be Zane Oberlin, Caden Stance, and Carter Stanke. Montpelier does have Kenneth Smeltzer throwing down in their bullpen right now. So 0-1 is the count on C.J. Fiddler.
What's going on there?
Brian Moore came to home plate to talk to Zach Grosjean, and now going to hustle down the first base line to ask something of Mark Steckschulte. I didn't say move fast. That's a hustle for Brian. Now, either way, the discussion is over quickly, and Fiddler back in the box. 0-1. Sapp stares in, and his 0-1 delivery. Fastball low and in, 1-1. Couple of 1-0 teams in the conference. Couple of state-ranked teams right now. The 1-1 pitch from Sapp. Swung on, ground ball up the middle, moving over, and Owens knocks it down, but that's all he can do. It's an infield single for C.J. Fiddler for the 3rd Montpelier hit of the game. Took a little bit of a funky hop on Owens, too, and even if he fields that cleanly, C.J. runs well enough that he was going to beat that out. So a 1-out infield single for Tyler Plord, who came in again at number 1 in average and on base and OPS for this Montpelier team out of the 9-hole. He singled, stole a base, scored a run his first time up, reached on an air, scored a run his last time up. Now a wild pitch, and Fiddler will move to second. So that insurance run for Montpelier now in scoring position at second. Tyler Plord with a 1-0 count on him. 3-2 Montpelier, 7th inning. The 1-0 pitch coming up from Sapp. Down in the dirt again, but not a cut. CJ didn't get quite as good a read on that. Probably should have been at third there, and that's what Hutchison's talking to him about there, because it bounced from the dirt. Caden Stantz went over and was in grass area, back and over toward the first base dugout. Not a long ways, but enough I thought CJ could have probably advanced, but he's still at second. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Plord delivers or waits on the delivery. Bouncing ball to Owens at short. He has only one play. Guns it across to get Plord at first on the throw. Fiddler will take third. 2 down now in the inning, and Wesley Hartsock will come to the plate. However, with Fiddler standing at third, we've already seen a couple of wild pitches. That fourth run could be grabbed a number of different ways. From the windup now, Kyler Sapp to face Hartsock. The first pitch, inside corner, pretty location, strike one. Hartsock with a sacrifice RBI, fly RBI, reached on an air and grounded out to first. The 0-1, breaking ball stays high, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hartsock. Fiddler the runner at third, 2 down in the inning. 3-2 Montpelier, the pitch. Outside, great stop that time by Stantz. 2 balls and a strike now on Hartsock. Sapp and Hartsock have been good today. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, fouled away. 2-2 now on Wesley Hartsock. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down in the inning. 3-2 Montpelier with the lead. Fiddler getting his lead at third. The 2-2 delivery bounced in front of the dirt, goes back to the screen, and Fiddler will score. No chance for Stantz that time. That bounced way in front of the box, or in front of the dish, I should say, and an important insurance run for Montpelier as they now have a 4-2 lead. Bases are clean and 2 down in the inning. So now Wesley Hartsock, and again, you do it any way you can. Infield single, wild pitch to second. Ground ball moved him to third, wild pitch to score, and now a 2-out walk to Wesley Hartsock. And a visit to the mound from Caden Stantz as Hayden Sharps will now come up. Sharps is 1 for 3 with a single. He's also flown out and grounded out today. 4 runs, 3 hits, a couple of errors for Montpelier. 2 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors for Edon.
The batter, number 4, Hayden Sharps.
Edon, one of the teams that does use PitchCom. You can see that in Caden Stantz has the earbud. Pitch is called from the dugout to his ear. Not every team utilizing that. Fastball drilled for a strike on Sharps. 0-1 on Hayden Sharps. Getting a lead at first is Hartsock. Throw over. Boy, he was leaning. If they have that throw on target, he's out. He had to lunge back, and if it's down and low, Hartsock is thrown out. But throw off target a bit. 0-1. The pitch. Up and in, 1-1 now on Hayden Sharps. Again, back at it on Monday, Fairview and Montpelier over at Butch Stantz Field at 5 o'clock, weather permitting. A swing and a miss. And leaning was Hartsock. Throw down, and he gets back again. Boy, he was kind of dancing there off the bag at first. Wesley got to know game and situation. A 5th run is better than a 4th run. You can't get picked. 1-2. The delivery. Down in the dirt and a delayed steal, and Hartsock now will get into scoring position on that pitch down in the dirt. It's 2-2 now on Hayden Sharps. Montpelier has tacked on an important 4th run here to grab a 4-2 lead. Here comes the 2-2 from Kyler Sapp. The pitch. He laying off with Sharps, and the pitch missed in. So now that'll run 3-2.
Big pitch here for Kyler Sapp.
3-2. Sapp straightens. Here comes the payoff. Down low, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. And you wonder if Kyler's just simply running out of gas here, and Brian Moore will stroll to the mound. Is this the end of the road for Kyler? 2 outs, 2 on, 2-run lead Montpelier. Corbin Crispin coming in relief. A handshake to Kyler. Terrific outing for him, but he's going to leave down 4-2 with Corbin Crispin, the new pitcher, when we come back.
Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, wants to say good luck to the Edon Bombers in tonight's athletic contest. Precise Metal Form is a proud supporter of Edon Bomber athletics, both boys and girls sports. Precise Metal Form in Bryan, saluting the athletes on all of their hard work and wishing them the best of luck in this athletic contest. Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, saying go Bombers in this game.
Corbin Crispin, the new pitcher here, just trying to get 1 out. He is 1-0 with a 1.40 ERA. He's allowed 1 run, 3 hits, struck out 3, walked 4, and has hit a batter in 5 innings of work here on the season. He's in relief of Kyler Sapp, who leaves allowing 4 runs on 3 hits. He recorded, I think, 7 strikeouts, but let's double check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts, and ended up with 4 walks in this game. And right now would be the losing pitcher in this thing. So Corbin Crispin on, doesn't throw dramatically hard, but it usually has pretty good control. He will face Kenneth Smeltzer, who's 0 for 2 with a walk this afternoon.
Number 3, Corbin Crispin.
Smeltzer walked, struck out, and popped out to short.
Smeltzer.
Hartsock's at second. Sharps is at first after a couple of walks. Sapp is the shortstop. A square and a ball in the dirt, and it's a double steal. And now Hartsock makes the wide turn. He's going to try to score, and he will. 5-2. So Montpelier had a double steal on and then got a break that it was a wild pitch, and it caromed away from Stance over up the first or third base line, and Hartsock never really hesitated and came around to score. And it is 5-2 now. Meanwhile, moving to third on the play was Sharps. And there's that aggressiveness that Montpelier will utilize on the base paths, and this time paying off. Just like the perfect storm if you're Montpelier. Double steal, ball down in the dirt. It took a high bounce away from Stance, came up the third base line just enough. Hartsock made a turn and scored. From the windup now, Crispin 1-0, up and in. And it's 2-0. Little chin music for Kenneth Smeltzer. 2-0 now on Smeltzer. Again, Sapp's at short, Owens at third now, your changes. And now it's a hit batsman. And now maybe if you're Edon, you're thinking, oh boy, you just hope the wheels don't come off here. It's 5-2 Montpelier with runners on the corners and 2 down. Griffin Cooley 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts and a fly out to right. So Sharps getting a lead at third. Smeltzer takes his lead at first. Digging in will be Cooley. Montpelier has already played at 2 to make it a 5-2 game. Strike 1 on Cooley. 5 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for Montpelier. 2 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors for Edon. Here's the 1 strike from Crispin. Upstairs, it's 1-1. A ball and a strike. Crispin comes set. There goes the runner. It's a ground ball. It's under the glove of Owens, and it's into left field, and a run will score. Moving to third will be Smeltzer. Digging into second will be Cooley, and it's now a 6-2 game. Hit, air. Hit, Yep, that's what I thought too. So first hit of the game for Cooley. It's a single. He got second on the throw in. That'll be a fourth hit. Owens, tough play. It was on the third base side. And a 3 spot and so far for Montpelier. Really have opened up a 1-run game here. Big time. Insurance and more. But you're a team that has a 1-run lead. You can never have enough runs. Any coach at any level will tell you that. Snap throw down and diving back in was Smeltzer. So Smeltzer at third, Cooley at second. 2 down still in the inning. 3 runs are in to make it 6-2. Chrisman from the windup throws the fastball away, and it's now 2-0 on Staylor. Staylor is 0 for 3 with a pop out and 2 strikeouts. Fouls that one away. 2 balls and a strike on Staylor. The next offering is inside corner for a strike. That'll even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. Missed high, ball 3. 3-2 now on Staylor. The payoff away for ball 4. And the bases are full of Locos now with 2 away. And it's Malachi Smeltzer. He's 0 for 3. A ground out, a fly out, and reached on an air his first time up. 6-2 Montpelier on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. It was 3-2 when this inning began. The pitch from Chrisman, and that's going to be hit towards center field. Radeball on the run makes the grab, and Montpelier will leave them loaded. However, they do get 3. Last chance time for the Bombers on a significant advantage and hole, or disadvantage and hole that they have to dig out of now, as Montpelier has a 6-2 lead going to the bottom of the 7th.
Peltz Lumber of Montpelier and Pioneer is here to serve you. Not only have they been offering the finest in building materials for generations, but they also have a website with over 80,000 items for you to browse right at your fingertips and in your own home. Just go to peltzlumber.com and hit the products button, and there it is. Tools, hardware, lumberyard, and building materials, windows, doors, kitchen, and bath. Check out all the items you need and the prices, and stop by the store in Montpelier or Pioneer, or give them a call at 419-485-3059. Peltz Lumber, building for a new generation.
Looking for a job that offers competitive wages, excellent benefits, and a great work-life balance? Veland Chase, a beacon of excellence in Northwest Ohio for nearly 60 years, is the company for you. We are looking for second-shift general laborers. Wages start at $20.35 an hour, with benefits starting after 30 days and a shift premium. Apply now at brassjobs.com.
When you're inside this winter, you want to not only be warm, but also have great indoor air quality. Well, Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services features it all with Lennox and iWave. iWave safely treats the air throughout your home, plus kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets and cooking, reduces allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air. And best of all, no maintenance, no bulb, no other parts to replace. Check out Stark's at starksphs.com or phone toll-free 1-800-329-4040.
Get it now. Okay. All right, bottom of the 7th inning. Last opportunity here for the Bombers, and they are going to send a pinch hitter to the plate. Zane Stoll will bat for, it's just Zane for Zane. Zane Stoll for Zane Oberlin here in the number 7 hole, as Hartsock is trying to slam the door here. If you're the only thing you worry about if you're Montpelier now, you were in the dugout and at the plate a long time, so you just hope that Hartsock is still dialed in here. So Stoll pinch hitting here, right-hander digging into the box, kind of a crouch stance, and the first offering from Hartsock is swung on and missed, 0-1. Caden Stance and Carter Stanky, 8 and 9, due up next. 6-2 Montpelier here in the 7th. Stoll takes high, ball 1. A run in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th, 3 in the 7th for Montpelier. Edon getting single runs in the 1st and the 6th inning. Takes outside, and it's 2-1 now on Stahl. 6 runs, 4 hits, couple of errors for Montpelier. 2 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors for Edon. The 2-1 from Hartsock is going to be hit toward center field, and a grab made by Tyler Plore for the first out. Looked like off the bat he might had a chance for it to drop, but Plore with good speed, good coverage in center, runs it down. And that'll bring up Caden Stantz, 1 away. Stantz 0 for 2 with a pop out and a ground out. Popped out to the third baseman, Jackson Staylor, and grounded out to Smeltzer at short. Hartsock's first pitch, swung on, little roller foul. 0-1 on Caden Stantz. One down, base is empty. Here in the home half of the 7th inning. Locos lead the Bombers 6-2. Oh, sharp breaking ball, good one. That's as good a one as he's thrown today here in the 7th inning, and it's now 0-2 on Caden Stantz, the Edon catcher. The 0-2 delivery just missed outside with a heater, 1-2. Carter Stanky due up. Edon, can they turn the lineup over one more time? They got to get base runners. That fastball tailed away, and it's 2-2 now on Caden Stantz. Montpelier didn't grab the lead until the 5th. It was 1-1 up until then. The 2-2 delivery swung on and tomahawks that one toward the hole. Gloved on the second hop by Smeltzer. Fires across, plenty of time. And now down to their last out, Edon is with Carter Stanky.
Now batting number 11, Carter Stanky.
Stanky is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Representing the last chance here for the Bombers. Hartsock rocks and fires. Up high, ball 1. Again, we're heading to Baltimore for Cleveland and Baltimore as soon as this final out is recorded. Whenever that might be, whether it's here with Stanky or another batter or so down the road. The 1-0 from Hartsock. The pitch, breaking ball, strike on the outside corner. 1-1. He's gotten that breaking ball, located it pretty well today. Hartsock rocks and deals. The 1-1 in on the hands. No, on the inside corner, beg your pardon. Strike 2. Bombers down to their final strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Stanky. Hartsock pumps it in there and missed wide with a slider. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, bases empty, 7th inning, 6-2 Montpelier. Hartsock's 2-2 delivery, swung on, fouled away, so hanging in there is Stanky. Not going to go quietly here into this Thursday evening. We'll tee it up again at 2-2. A little bit of a different story for Edon tonight. They were the team with the 4+ errors. Hilltop the other night, Edon cashed in. Tonight, Montpelier made Edon pay. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. And a 1-2-3 7th for Hartsock as he gets the win, scattering the 7 hits, giving up 2 runs. He didn't walk a batter tonight either. Struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 punch-outs on the afternoon for Hartsock as he gets the win. Kyler Sapp, the losing pitcher tonight. For Montpelier at the plate, Wesley Hartsock, a sacrifice fly RBI. Hayden Sharps had a single, also scored a run today. A single for Griffin Cooley. And C.J. Fiddler had an infield single and scored a couple of runs. For Edon today, Max Radebaugh, a single and a run scored. Kyler Sapp had 2 singles and a run scored. Christian Owens had 2 singles and an RBI. Corbin Olds also singled as well. 6 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for Montpelier. 2 runs, 7 hits, and 4 errors for Edon. With the win, Montpelier moves to 7-0 on the season and 2-0 in the BBC. Edon back to 500 overall 3-3 on the year, 1-1 in the BBC. Montpelier off until Monday, when we will see them at home against Fairview. And right now, which would be a battle of unbeatens, Edon plays a makeup game Saturday at Hamilton, Indiana. Again, our final tonight. By the way, our thanks to the coaches, Brian Moore at Edon, Toby Hutchison at Montpelier, for prepping us for this one. Final tonight. Montpelier pulls away and grabs a critical BBC win, 6-2 over Edon. Guardians, Orioles now on B-Rock Sports.